Okay, sorry about that. Getting used to just starting over from the middle. Again, we're composting our veggies. And then we also throw in the compost, weeds, and we throw in pine cones. And if the sticks are not too big, these are a little bit thick, we would go ahead and chop those up and put them in there as well. So now let's head over. I keep focusing on the bowl so you don't get dizzy walking out to the composter. All right, here is the garden space. Let me stop so that you can take a look, see if I can get it to focus. There we go. Trying to. Anyhow, maybe if I get closer. Here's our chicken run. There we go. We put the chicks in here, hens, during the day. And as you can see, there's actually a compost bowl in here, because they ate up the leftover garden space. See how all of our garden spaces match, little raised beds. And we move the run once a month when the garden spaces are done. So this is a hot mess right here. And if you happen to have chickens, you would never leave this stuff laying in the run, because it's okay to have it out during the day like I did. But there's a little bit of work to composting if you decide to feed your animals, because it draws ants. So it's okay to have them out here for just a little while, and then I've got to take, this is probably going to take 60 seconds to clean up, and that way we'll keep the ant population down. And then if you forget, let's say you forget to get it, you also run the risk of getting other predators out here. So we don't really want mice. I guess mice aren't predators. They're just more pests. They do bite on your chicken's feet. Thanks for joining, everybody. But you don't want any kind of predators coming in here to eat these things. So I'm almost done cleaning this mess up. And so it's good to leave treats for your chickens. Oopsie. But you want to make sure you get them all. And I do leave the little eggshells. I know they get mixed in with the junk, but I leave the eggshells in here because actually mice and ants don't care about the dried eggshells. You see how, here's another chicken tip. This is their food, and we cover it at night so they don't have predators coming. Okay, so here's the compost. We have a 3-sectioned compost bin. Let me back up so you can see. Welcome, everybody. If y'all can comment, it'd be great to see. For some reason on Periscope, I'm having trouble seeing the comments, but I'd love to answer your questions, and I think that I turned on that function. If I didn't, I apologize, but certainly would love to have a comment just so I know you're out there and that it is working. So also, these 3, I just did a lot of weeding, so they're almost all about the same size. A lot of times we'll have, this one's the one we just finished. It's a little bit lower than the others, as you can see. And I just scooped the beautiful compost dirt out, and then we basically just started over. So this one was the one that was the most full. Just dump all your stuff in there. And then what we found is the most effective way to turn it is a pitchfork. It's like full-on Americana. Oh gosh, it's stuck in there. Okay. Oh Lord. Anyhow. So you do have to turn this, and I just put a whole bunch, you can see a bunch of like old tomato vines in there, and it's actually going to take a little, oopsie. It's going to take a little while to get them to kind of, I say melt. I don't know if that's the right word. They melt down. But what you do is you do have to kind of turn, or at least cover, the fresh compost greens. So for ease, since I'm doing this pitchfork one-handed, I'm just going to grab a little of these weeds from yesterday. The reason why we cover this up, again, is we don't really want raccoons eating this, and we don't want possums. Just a minute. And we don't want rats in here, or mice. And I don't know why, just one little topping of weeds and dirt, and it really cuts down the smell, and we don't have problems. But the couple times we've left it showing, then there's evidence of the vegetables and stuff everywhere, so we know that someone's been foraging. You just don't want to leave that. So I will do other composting videos later. Another thing, I'm actually putting my hands in here just because I'm on the video, but you probably want to stay clear. There's going to be ants, there's going to be worms, there's going to be other kind of bugs in here, but it sounds kind of weird, they actually just don't care about you. And so if you don't care about them, they're going to be fine. Like, they're not going to come out. There'll be some wasps in the summer, especially when you have a lot of fruit, because they smell that sugar. But if you just kind of calmly walk away from them, they don't really bother you. We have a kick plate now at the bottom because the chickens get in and they like to forage around. And our pathway, which used to be pretty granite, see back there, that light colored granite above Chloe's head, all the dirt and compost kind of got thrown out. And we found that to be too messy. So we're really trying to keep it clean and predator and junk free. So if you're going to start a compost, we started this basically for free with pallets that we found, and then I painted it and made them cute. Let me show you the back side of it. So what we see from the house is this cute little aged design. It doesn't look bad at all. And then on that side, the people in the gully back there that go on walks and exercise, they actually can probably see the compost, but it doesn't stink unless you don't cover it, and it doesn't have a lot of mess. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of refresh your memory on these things later, and I'll show you some of the dirt. It'll probably take another 4 weeks or so to get dirt, but that's a nice way to get composting. You can even start with just one, but we have over an acre. We have a lot of stuff and a lot of beautiful trees. In the fall, we get a lot of leaves. Take a look at how much grass we have. Oh, Lordy. So we have a lot of weeds and composting. There's our chickies. All right, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.